What's that? The Home Depot stuff is out. Oh my gosh, I gotta talk about it. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we have for halfway to Halloween being around the corner, we have our first wave of Home Depot leaks. Now I was originally planning just wait for all the waves to come out and then make a video, but I decided I'd just take the harder route, and every time a wave came out I would discuss what we have. So that's what we're doing. We have our first wave. We have about, how many? About like 5, 6, 7, 8 props to talk about. Although some of them are just recolors. So, but anyway, let's get into it. I can't wait to talk about these. Home Depot normally cooks up some really good stuff every year. They have good, affordable props, and they're really high. They're normally really high quality, and they normally are really unique. And sometimes they're a lot more affordable, unlike some other companies. But we're gonna talk about this first wave of the 2026 leaks. First up, we have, I'm going to move to the side so you can see. First up, we have Lethal Lily coming back from 2023, but it's not the same prop. It's still going to be servo. It's still going to be impressive, but it's going to be even more impressive because it is going to be app controlled, like the app Skelly that we got last year. I'm glad to see they're doing that again because that was a really cool feature and that was like a really unique prop. And it was just so customizable, and I'm glad they're like doing that again. They're bringing that concept back, and now in witch form. And I hope in the future they do it with more characters. You know, can you imagine an app-controlled clown, an app-controlled pumpkin reaper, an app-controlled whatever else? And she looks to be a little bit different. She's not holding the toad. She's holding a lantern, and if she's app-controlled, I'm guessing, I think it actually says it. Her lantern, actually, you can change the color on her lantern, and of course the other things with the Skelly, you can make her have phrases. She actually comes with some pre-recorded phrases, 6 of them to the exact, 5 servo movements, including head, mouth, and eyes, arm, and hand movements, and she's retailing for $300, which I believe is more than the original one, but that makes sense because this is like a huge upgrade, right? So that's really cool. Lethal Lily's coming back in a whole new form, extremely customizable, and I'm happy to see that they're bringing the app thing back. Sorry, I can't really speak today. Okay, so next up we got Horrifying Hops. Now this is a prop that we've been waiting about a year to see because in the 2025 manager meeting leaks from last year, this was displayed, but it wasn't actually sold last year. It was canceled because of the tariffs and everything, but it is now being sold this year, and apparently he actually lunges, which is really cool. We might have already known that before though. But yeah, the immediate vibes I'm getting from this is like the Howling Werewolves they released because of the fur, how big it is, and those yellow eyes, but it's a bunny rabbit, and I love its like dressed up suit, and its cane, and I'm pretty sure the ears move too. That's really cool, and $200, you know, that's a pretty reasonable price for him. He looks, I think, yeah, he's 7 feet tall. I'm pretty sure he's going to be decently large as well, intimidating in person. He just looks really good. He's spooky looking, but he's kind of sick. Like this big, gray, furry, creepy looking bunny with these sharp teeth. He's going to lunge at you, and it's really cool. And it's really cool that we're finally getting this after waiting a year. So, Horrifying Hops, there he is. Next, we have the 6.5-foot Wicked Woods animated LED snarling snowman, which is another one that we've been waiting a year to see and a year to be sold because it was also shown in the 2025 leaks, but due to tariffs it wasn't sold. Same situation as the Horrifying Hops we discussed last. And he looks really cool. He looks really big. Is he really that big? It only says he's 6.5 feet tall, but he looks the picture, he looks huge. Like how, like, he's like this. It also looks like he's not fabric. It's like, it's not like pulled with fabric. He's actually like full structure, like plastic, which is really cool. I'm not sure what he's going to do. I think we saw a video of him from 2025, but can't remember. I think he goes like this. And I think his... Can you change the color of the inside of it? I don't think so. But he's really cool. And he's kind of like the situation from the last one, Horrifying Cops, where he's like... He's kind of like themed to a different holiday. Like Horrifying Cops is kind of like Easter being a bunny. This is kind of Christmas being, or winter being a snowman, but it like has that Halloween-y vibe to it. Same thing with Cursed Clover that released last year. He's like for St. Patrick's Day. And I like how Home Depot keeps doing this, where they're releasing these props that would be characters for other holidays, but they're making them creepy for Halloween, which is really cool. And also, this could be displayed for Halloween or Christmas. So he works for both seasons as well. Retailing for $200, which for the looks of it, this looks like a really good prop, but only for $200. Sounds really good. So it's the Starling Snowman. I like him. Okay, so next up we got the groundbreaking, the 4.5 foot Grave and Bones color changing LED groundbreaker. Now originally this, starting to notice a theme here, was also in the 2025 manager meeting leaks, sort of. It wasn't the same thing. The one that was in the videos from 2025 at the manager meeting leaks videos actually crawled and actually had mouth movement. And it seems they've downgraded it a lot, because this one only seems it's just going to sit in the ground. Now you can still change the color on an app, the color of him, like the lights. But he no longer like actually crawls around and moves, and his mouth no longer moves. He no longer has animation, and he's for $200. Which, I mean, I guess that's reasonable because he's so big, but kind of a disappointment that they downgraded him so much. But it is what it is. Next up, we have yet another one that was supposed to be released last year. That's like most of these. That was from the manager meeting last year, but is now being released this year. Although, if I'm thinking correctly, wasn't this like released in Canada last year? Maybe I heard it somewhere. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But I know it wasn't released in the US because no one got it. I didn't see it in any stores. And it kind of just got forgot about until now. The 6.5, no, not 6.5 foot, what am I talking about? 6 foot Halloween Classics animated LED neon nightmare, which is, he's a big clown, he's holding the Jack-in-the-Box, and I've really loved this guy since I saw him last year. He's a really cool concept, because he has a really cool gimmick where he's like doing the Jack-in-the-Box, you expect something to pop out of the Jack-in-the-Box, but instead, his head like twists and shoots up, which will catch people off guard, because like when they see the Jack-in-the-Box, they have to focus on the Jack-in-the-Box, and then when his head pops up, it really startles them, which makes him really cool, especially for like a haunt and for displays. He'd really catch people. Even though his head doesn't pop up that fast, it's still gonna get people because it's just so unexpected, of course. And oh my gosh, he's only $180. That is really cheap for this guy. He's decently big. He's tall. He has a lot going on with him. He has a pretty creepy looking face, and he has that animation of his head popping up. And guess what? And if you don't like the neon one, you can get this one. Checkmate Chuckles. He is the same exact prop, except his clothes are black and red. So if you don't want all the neon stuff going on, you can get this one as well. Checkmate Chuckles. Retailing for the same price with the same animation, just different clothes. Okay, so next up we have the 8.5 foot Grave and Bones giant sized animated LED Night Frostbane. What? Okay, I'm just gonna call it the Headless Horseman because that's what this is. I don't know what this is talking about. Yeah, so it's basically the 2024 or 2023. I can't remember which one. He was released like recently. It might have been last year. I think it was 2023, though. The Headless Horseman is the same prop, but you can change the colors on him, which is really cool. So, you can see in the picture, he's blue, but you can change it. And guess what? He's $400. I don't remember how much the original one was, but I think this is more. And that's expected. And also, if you don't want the Headless Horseman and all that, you could also go ahead and now you could just get the horse. So instead of the man on it, you could just get the horse in all of his glory, and of course also LED. And he is a lot less, like half less. He's only $250. So yeah, $250 for the horse, $400 for the horse and the man. So yeah. The final one we will be talking about today is the 6.5 foot Wicked Woods LED pumpkin vine creature, retailing for $130, which is pretty good price, although I'm not too sure on this one. I'm pretty sure it's a static, kind of like the trees they released. It just looks way too weird. It's just weird, it's going like this. It has like a weird, like these black vine, it has like that weird tall black vine coming out the top, all those little pumpkin heads going up it. It looks very weird. It looks very odd. I don't know what to think about this one, but it's decently cheap. I'm guessing it lights up. Yeah, it's LED, so it does light up, but it's just very strange. I'm guessing it's gonna have some audio, but this one just looks very strange to me. I don't think I like this one too much. I don't hate it. It just doesn't look right. And there it was. That was the first wave for Halloween 2026 Home Depot leaks. Not leaks, their official releases. I'm just so used to saying leaks at this point. But there it was. How long have I been saying leaks throughout this whole video? Because these aren't even leaks, bro. Oh my gosh. I guess that just goes to show you I talk about leaks too much. Anyway, that was the first wave of Home Depot 2026 Halloween releases, and I will see you in the next video. And I don't know when we're going to get the second wave, probably maybe next month, maybe this summer, maybe next week. I doubt it. But anyway, see you in the next one. Stay spooky.